2022 Space Coast Treasure Coast Media Days here from Vieira High School, exclusively on the Varsity Sports Network. Thanks to all the sponsors and all the folks behind the scenes that come together to make these events possible. It's a great opportunity to showcase the great talent here in the state of Florida. And that talent continues here as we have the pleasure of meeting the Tigers of Cocoa. Guys, how you doing?
Excellent, man. Thank you for having us.
We are joined by head coach Ryan Snyder, Cedric Hawkins, Caleb Dobbs, Blake Boda, Jordan Holmes, Jaden Edgecombe, Anthony Bridgewater, and Kion Calhoun. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right, Coach, let's start with you. You know, at a program like Cocoa that has that name recognition, right? People see that on the schedule, and let's be honest, that's a good thing. That's a good problem to have. Is there pressures that come with that as the head coach to maintain that success year in and year out?
You know, we just really concentrate of trying to make sure our young men are the best human beings they can be. You know, we didn't get into coaching to win and lose games. You know, that's fun. You know, but you know, me and my staff got into coaching to change young men's lives. So, you know, yeah, we want to win games. You know, winning games is a byproduct of having great players and really good coaches, and we've been lucky enough to have that. But in our vision and our goals, it's more about how many lives can we change, how many kids can we send to college, how many differences we can make. You know, we talk about all the time. You know, I talked about at the parent meeting last night. You know, we're trying to break the culture or the culture that society has of athletes. You know, if you watch movies or TV shows, you know, you see football players as thugs, as dummies, as bullies. We don't have that here. You know, at Cocoa, we have great young men. You know, just up here, there's multiple guys up here that have above 4.0 GPAs. You know, we have great young men here at Cocoa, and we're, you know, at our school, we're lucky enough that we're surrounded by guys who aren't what people think Cocoa football players are. They're excellent human beings. They're excellent kids. You know, we have future doctors and business owners and politicians on the stage right now, and I'm just so proud to be surrounded by them. And they teach me more than I probably teach them. Sure. And it's just a great place to be, and I'm blessed every day to be at Cocoa High School.
Yeah, that's awesome. Coach, let's talk about the makeup of the team. You know, each season's different, be it experience, be it transfers, be it whatever the case may be. This year, particularly, realignment has changed some things. Talk about the makeup of your team in terms of returning starters on both sides of the ball, and you know how it breaks down age-wise.
Yeah, so there's no secret. We've been blessed this offseason. We've had a number of really good quality human beings transferred to our school. Mm-hmm. We're going to be really, really, really good. You know, this is probably the best Cocoa team I've been a part of. Now, last year's team was extremely special, but, you know, this team's just as good. And we're excited. We've had great offseason. We've had pretty much 100% participation. You know, only times kids have missed if they're out of town or at camps. You know, we have a great coaching staff who's dedicated to what we're trying to do. And, you know, we're just trying to get to August 1st. You know, we want to get to August 1st and get this thing rolling. We're excited. You know, we can't wait to start. And there's something special brewing in Zone 6.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's talk to some of the guys you brought along with you today. We'll start with defensive back, senior Jordan Holmes. How you doing, man?
I'm great. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. You know, as a senior, you know, you're going to be looked toward to lead some of those guys and help carry on that tradition of what it means to have that on the front of your jersey, right?
Yes, sir.
As a defensive back, what have you seen out of this team that is different from your team last year or the year prior?
Really, it's just we've seen all of us just coming together as a family and just bonding and building in as a brotherhood as one, and just building our chemistry and really just what's the word I'm looking for? Really just coming together and building a good bond. So
sure.
Yes.
Have you noticed that right there, the you know, the tightness and the togetherness? Have you noticed that playing a difference in the way you all practice and play on the field?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I just noticed we all came together, and just everybody just has a good chemistry. Everybody knows where everyone's going to be, and everyone's flying around pretty much.
It's a lot more simple team.
Yeah.
You know, there's not as, I mean, you know, they're teenagers, so teenagers are teenagers.
Yeah.
But just from the whole roster, it's you know, I don't want to say professional, but it's more of a let's take care of business and don't worry about the horseplay and bull crap. You know, let's get ready to focus on being great.
That's a blessing.
Yeah. especially when you're dealing with 50 teenagers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's move now to senior quarterback Blake Boda. Blake, how you doing, man?
Great, how are you?
Good. I personally have called a couple of your games last year. I know what kind of player you are. What was it about this team, Coco, that made you want to buy in and come here and showcase your talent?
Well, not only the great talent that every player across the board has, but just the brotherhood. I mean, it's been amazing to be a part of a special team like this, and
Sure.
the bond that has been built since one has been outstanding.
Let me ask you, do you have a goal that you've set maybe from the end of last season to now that you've reached as we move into the start of this season?
State championship.
There you go.
That's the goal this year.
Sure, absolutely. Hey, why not, right?
All right.
All right, wide receiver, Jaden Edgecombe. How you doing, Jaden?
I'm doing good, sir.
Good. What's it like having the guy next to you there tossing the ball around?
No, it's a good experience, man. He's one of the best quarterbacks I've actually been with. You know, he's always know where to put the ball at, and you know our communication and knowing where to put the ball and where to find the holes in the defense. It's just been a great time, you know, working with him and being able to do what we do.
Was it easy to build that
Yes,
connection?
we've completed several 7-on-7s at UCF and USF, and you know, building that bond, building that, you know, camaraderie.
Yeah.
But you know, it's been great.
Yeah, very good. Real quick, Jaden, talk about your offensive group.
It's
a goal
great
for this year.
It's been great, and the ultimate goal is to win the state championship. You know, a lot of people have something to prove this season, and everyone's willing to work hard to reach that goal.
Yeah, well said. Let's move now to Cedric Hawkins. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, sir. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good. Also a senior, one of the leaders. Let me get your perspective on the defensive unit and what you've seen over the offseason through spring and summer that gives you confidence as we're right here at the start of the season to go into every game thinking you're going to win it.
Really a lot of confidence that we're going to come harder next season. You know, when we lost the state championship game, you know, we had a chip on our shoulder. You know, it made us play better, I would say, like throughout the 7-on-7s and throughout practice. And over the summer, we just been working harder and getting better.
Sure. Coach mentioned, you know, new players coming into the program. How has that been? Have they fit in quickly and been able to jump right in and make an impact?
Yeah, like Blake said, you know, it's a brotherhood. You know, you're always welcome. You know, we'll always treat you like a brother.
Yeah, very well said. Let's move on to defensive back Caleb Dobbs, also another one of those defensive unit guys. Every one of y'all have smiles on your faces, and I love it. And you all were nodding along and going along with everything that Coach said. How confident are you that this season is going to be special?
Very confident.
Yeah.
It's like you can't like not be confident because you got like your brother's confident with you.
Sure.
So when everybody on the same page, it's just like it's a no-brainer. Like that thought in your head be the first thought that everybody else got, and we all just be clicking.
How do you handle that target on your back being Coco?
I embrace it. Like you can't run from it or none of that. Like we all just know everybody's watching at all times, so we all just kind of like embrace it together.
Yeah.
So it's like we just not by ourselves. It's just everybody. And we just gonna take it as it is.
That's nice, right? Yeah. All right, let's move to Anthony Bridgewater. Anthony, how are you, man?
I'm doing good.
Tell us about what position you play.
I play running back.
Yep.
I'm a senior.
Yep.
And
Have you set a goal for yourself for this year?
yeah, just playing with my new brother. You feel me? Coming to a new school, a new program, just playing with my new brother. So that's all I came to do. Win state championship.
How has it been for you moving in and kind of A, getting to know everybody, and B, learning the system that's in place?
Well, I knew all of them. I done played against half of them in Little League. You feel me? Some of them I know from transfer.
Sure.
But it's been good though, knowing I bond with my brothers though. So it's been
Excited
good.
to start, aren't
Yeah,
you?
we're excited.
Yeah. All right, good deal. Keon Calhoun, how are you, man?
I'm good.
What are you most excited about this season?
What am I most excited for? I don't know. It's just we got something special on at Zone 6, so we just ready to get after it.
Sure, sure. What position do you play?
I play receiver.
All right. Let me get your take on somebody like Mr. Boda coming in he's been called a gunslinger. You know what I mean? He's a good passer. How happy has that made you?
I'm extremely happy. He's a lefty. I ain't never had a left-handed quarterback, so I'm excited to see what he's gonna do in the season.
Sure, sure. That's pretty good. Coach, let me ask you. We ask all the coaches about a certain game on the schedule that maybe you look at as a litmus test. Is there that for a team like Cocoa that has had all the success that you've had, or is it take it game by game and it doesn't matter who you play?
We got to go game by game. Kickoff Classic, we're playing Merritt Island, who was in the state championship last year. And then we have Jones week 1 and St. Thomas week 3.
Yeah.
So early on, we're going to find out what we're made of. Now, it was funny. Roger Harriet, head coach at St. Thomas, one of my best friends. And when the whole Metro Suburban thing happened, there's a lot of talk on all these message boards how, the Suburbans, the JV, the Metro's Varsity.
I was going to ask you about that.
This is Cocoa.
Yeah.
There's nothing soft about us.
Yeah.
So I called Harriet and I said, hey, man, you're my brother. I was like, what week you want to do it? And he's like, let's do it week 3. I'm like, let's go.
Yep.
And that's one thing we take pride of is we're going to play the best.
Yeah.
Week in, week out. We can't control our district. We'll handle that. But we're going to try to play the best week in and week out. And, we consider ourselves one of the top programs, just not in the state, but in the country. And we've been building it. And Coach Wilk before it laid the foundation. And we're just building off of what he laid. And we're excited, man. And the beautiful thing about what we're building and what the city of Cocoa is this isn't a 1 or 2 year thing. We're going to be good for a really long time.
That's awesome.
We have a great alumni. We have a great administration at Cocoa High School with our new principal, Ms. Stewart. We have a great faculty. The city of Cocoa is behind our team and behind our school. Yeah. And it's a special place to be. It's one of those special places. It's almost like a West Texas high school where it's a small city and everyone's there for you.
It's important to the community.
Yeah, it's very important to the community, and it's important to us. We take it serious.
Absolutely.
You can tell by our kids and our coaches. It's I tell people all the time. I'm a high school coach, and that's my profession. I'm not a teacher. I'm a coach. And that's what I take serious. And we take it very serious, and the kids do a great job of representing what we're trying to do.
What more can you ask for?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Guys, listen, everybody from VSN wants to wish you all the very best of luck. And thank you so much for coming out and being a part of this today.
I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.
And we really appreciate you having us here.
Yeah,
Go
100%.
Tigers.
The Tigers of Cocoa, head coach Ryan Schneider, Cedric Hawkins, Caleb Dobbs, Blake Boda, Jordan Holmes, Jaden Edgecombe, Anthony Richardson, and Keon Calhoun. We'll take a break. A lot more to come here from Vieira High School on the 2022 Space Coast Treasure Coast Media Days exclusively on the Varsity Sports Network.